What's going on, y'all? Peter Griffin here. So Wuthering Waves just had their 2.6 live stream, and in all honesty, this was very good, and I'm pretty excited for 2.6, especially after this disappointing patch that was 2.5, because let's be real here for a second, this patch was not good. And in all honesty, I think I go as far as say this is probably the worst Wuthering Waves patch, but I'm not going to explain why. I don't want to delve into that for the rest of this video. But just note, I still think this is the most disappointing and most boring patch I've ever seen for Wuthering Waves. And the fact that we're getting 2.6 in about 2 weeks from now makes me all the less happy, because I really just want 2.5 to be done and just have 2.6 just drop, because this patch, it looks really good. So we're going to be recapping everything that was shown within this live stream, and without a doubt, let's get into it, because I really want to show you guys what was covered in here, because it's good. This update, it could be the best new update. This could potentially top 2.3, but when 2.6 does drop, I will see if it actually does top 2.3. So we're going to wait and see. But overall, I have very high expectations and high hopes for this update. So let's get into it. So the first thing that they showed was the 2.6 story trailer. Well, more or less the region trailer, I guess you could say. And it starts off pretty interesting, showing Augusta and Rover flying Griffith. It's cool, and it looks fine. The new region looks amazing, though. I will say that. I think this, in my opinion, the new region, definitely it might be the best new looking region. But I want to sit on it. I want to think about it a little bit more. But overall, this region, it looks amazing, especially this part right here. Clean. It looks dope, man. But my favorite part of the whole new region that they showed was this part. This part right here, best looking section, best looking area in the entire game. So I think Crow Games definitely cooked with this whole new region, and I personally can't wait to explore it. And as for the story looks fine. Do I really care for it that much? But no, I don't really care. I don't really care for the story that much, but if it looks interesting, I might do it, but it really depends. So the story, it's looking okay, but the region's looking crazy. And now let's go into the resonators, Augusta and Yuno. And for Augusta, she honestly looks okay. As I did say before, her animations, they do look good. I'm not denying that. Her animations still look good. I haven't changed my mind on those. But is it enough to make me to want to pull for her? No, not really. I simply just don't care for her that much. Funny enough, compared to Yuno, I really care for Yuno, because I do like her design, and let's be real, Yuno's really hot, so of course I gotta pull for her. But Augusta, I just don't really see anything in her, and I just don't really see anything. I straight up don't care for her. Whenever Augusta is just brought up or whenever she's on screen, she's just kind of there for me. I don't really feel anything from her. I know she's meant to be the ruler of Septima, but it's I straight up don't care for her. She's just there. I guess you can say mid. Yes, she looks better than Malvika, but at the end of the day, I still think Augusta's mid. But anyway, Augusta, she looks alright. Am I gonna go for her? No. I don't think I'm going to pull for her. She's definitely going to be a skip for me, and if you want to go for Augusta, go ahead, I'm not stopping you, but Yuno, on the other hand, definitely going to go for. And overall, her kit, they didn't really drop the details for her, but her basic attack animations, they look good right here. And her weapon, let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, her weapon, her 5-star weapon, I will admit, I think this might be the new best looking weapon in the game, because this looks clean. I can't even lie. The core in the middle, this right here, this looks tough. And then at the end right here, but how the sword is kind of broken in half right here, this is tough. This is tough. I can't even lie to y'all. So Augusta, I don't really care for her. I think I'm definitely gonna skip her. Her animations, they look good. Her weapon looks amazing, though. I'm not gonna deny that. Her weapon looks amazing. And then next up we got Yuno. And Yuno, we definitely gotta go for her, because not only does she look cool, again, she's just hot, and I'm definitely gonna go for her, even though she probably doesn't resonate with just about any of the resonators that I have. If I get her, she's probably just not going to synergize with any of them. I don't care. I'm still going to go for her, and I'm still going to go for her weapon. And her animations, though, her animations are really close. Let's see if I can find some gameplay for it. Right here. Her animations right here, again, they look the same, just exactly how they were when I reacted to them about a week or two ago. They even look better right here, actually, now that I think about it. They look a lot better. And her gameplay, I really can't wait to try out. I just want this update to come out now. And one thing I did find cool about Yuno is this right here, how she can hover when she's on I forgot what it's called, the disc or whatever. She can actually hover, and you can fly with her in the overworld. And I think this is cool, personally. I do wish Wuthering Waves had more stuff similar to this. I know there's the swim thing with Cantarella, which, yes, you could say it's somewhat similar, but with Cantarella, you can swim faster, and kind of with Yuno, it's the same thing, except with Yuno, you're hovering. So even though it's kind of just a minor detail, I do wish Wuthering Waves had more stuff like this. It would have been definitely much more cooler to see, so I'm glad that Yuno has this. This is cool. I think I'm definitely going to be using this a lot, and I did not mean to play that right there. That's I didn't even know that part was right there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And Yuno's weapon, this looks cool as well. I don't think it looks better than Augusta's weapon, but it still looks tough. I can't even lie. And I do think this is definitely the new best. It definitely looks like the new best gauntlet in the game, without a doubt. So she's gonna be more of like a sub DPS in support, as you can see right here. When she does activate her domain, she's gonna give a damage bonus to the team, and she's gonna recover HP for allies. So overall, I do think Yuno is going to be very good. She's kind of like a mini shorekeeper in a sense with her domain. So Yuno, I do think she's definitely going to have a lot of potential. She's definitely going to be I could see her being a very flexible support. She's definitely going to be a buff for Jiyeon without a doubt, considering she's Wind and Jiyeon's also Wind, which I still find kind of crazy though, how Jiyeon's actually getting like his own dedicated partner. About a year and not a year and a half, a year and 3 months into the game, Jiyeon finally got his 5-star partner. So I mean, Jiyeon mains, y'all are eating, so congrats. Even though I don't like Jiyeon that much, a win is a win for y'all. But anyway, we're definitely going for her. And we're going to go for her weapon too. We're definitely going for her weapon because, let me find it real quick. Her weapon is too good to not go for. Like, I'm telling you, her weapon, way too good to not go for. So again, Augusta, I'm going to skip personally. But we're going for her and her weapon. I already know I have a ton saved up just for and her weapon. I was saving in advance. Like, I skipped Frolova in the current banner for this. That's how you know I'm locked in. I skipped both banners because I already had Cantarella, so I don't need to vote for her. Brand, it was an instant skip for me. I don't have any use for him. Frolova, no use for her. I mean, she's just kind of useless anyway. And then Rashia, she's in the same boat. She's also useless as well. And I just don't really get why anyone want to pull for Rashia. But anyway, Augusta and both look cool. But not Augusta, we're pulling her and her weapon, I'm telling you. Oh, I forgot, they're also adding 2 new Sonata sets as well. They're adding Crown of Valor and Law of Harmony. They didn't show what the set effects were, but we do know that it is a new 3-piece set. And I'm kind of glad. I do like the whole thing that they're doing with the new 3-piece sets that's going on. Like, similar to how Falova, they're doing like a new type of way for builds, where they're doing 1 3-piece and then 1 2-piece build. I do like how Wuthering Waves is doing that. It adds more diversity for builds, so I do think this new Sonata set style of builds that's going on, that's being implemented into the game, I do think it's nice, and I do think it has a lot of potential, because this is something I haven't seen a lot of gacha games lately try to experiment or do something new with how the relic system works. So I think what Wuthering is doing, I think it's pretty cool, and I'm honestly excited to see what more they could do with the Sonata sets in the future. But anyway, so the 2 new Sonata sets, they look cool. And also we're getting some new Nightmare Echoes as well. We're just getting a couple new 1 cost and 3 cost Nightmare Echoes. And we're also getting 2 new Echoes for this update as well. We're getting the Corsaurus right here, which this looks cool in all honesty. This looks like something out of Monster Hunter in all honesty. This looks tough. And then this new boss, the False Sovereign. I'm not gonna lie, I think this might be the best design Echo in the game, because this looks tough, actually. Like, this design, in all honesty... let me see that attack again. Like, okay, that attack, that is tough right there. That attack is cool. Like, the False Sovereign's design radiates aura. It radiates aura low-key. So, the new Echoes and new Echo sets look amazing. I can't wait to see them. And then next up for the banners, too. So, alongside with Augusta, Carlotta's getting her rerun. And Shorekeeper as well. I was kind of surprised when I saw this, because I didn't expect Wu to do a 3-banner run in any of the patches at the same time. So although I don't think it's bad, I do think it's good, because Shorekeeper's coming back and Carlotta's coming back. I don't mind this format. I would have preferred 2, but Carlotta and Shorekeeper coming back is definitely very good, because for people who don't have Shorekeeper, who missed her or just didn't pull her, they get their other chance. And for people who want Carlotta, who is arguably the best CPS in the game, they get another chance to go for it. And this looks, it's just amazing. And also their weapons are getting re-ran with them too. And then for Yuno's banner, we're getting her and just Shalcona. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's kind of crazy how Shalcona is getting a rerun this fast, considering she just came out like 2 patches ago at this point? Yeah, but no, not 2. Well, technically, 2 patches as of right now, but then once 2.6 drops, it's gonna be 3 patches. So I do think it's kind of crazy how Shalcona's already getting her rerun already, but I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people probably didn't pull Shalcona at first, considering she came before Cardathea, and people probably just didn't pull her because they want to save for Cardathea. So for the people who have Cardathea and they don't have Shalcona, massive W for them, and honestly, good luck to the people who summon on these banners. Oh, and I heard their weapons also getting rerun as well. And for the events that they've shown here, I think these might be the best events in Wuthering Waves history. Although there's not that many combat events, these events are still very fun. We're getting a new tower defense event, and this event, it works different than a lot of other tower defensive events in other gacha games, but this one, it looks interesting actually. So I thought when they said they're going to be making a tower defense event, I thought you were just going to be placing echoes on the ground and have them like stop waves of other oncoming echoes, but no, you're gonna be placing traps on the ground to stop the oncoming echoes. It's gonna look like this, and I personally think this looks interesting. I do hope that if this mode is good for when I do try it, I'm hoping that I end up enjoying it so this mode can actually become a permanent mode, because I do want to see more tower defense modes like this become permanent in gacha games. I do think this could be a staple endgame content in my opinion. Like if this mode does succeed, I really hope it becomes a permanent endgame mode, because I would love for an endgame mode where it's just tower defense, because personally I love tower defense games. Those games are really fun in my opinion. And then next up, there's just more I forgot this. There's just this event where you're just going around finding fragments of the past with the new regions. It's really nothing crazy with this event. And then there's also a new interesting event where you're going around trying to find anomalies within the world. It's not this event. Let me go find it. Yeah, this one right here. With this event, you're gonna be finding pretty much new anomalies or mistakes within the overworld, and this event looks interesting because as you can see right here, with the NPCs, there's 3 of them. And if you look in the background, there's also... But anyway, they also did show how like other parts of the overworld during this event are going to be affected. So I do think this event definitely looks interesting, and I can't wait to try it. And then we have another login event where it's just you're just going through the moon phases with Yuno, and with these buffs right here, as you can see with these buffs that are active, they actually affect your overworld character. They didn't say what the exact buffs are going to do, so I do think this event's going to be cool. But one thing that they did mention is that if you have one buff active and then if you activate another buff, the buff that you have active, it's going to get overridden. So while I do find that part a little bit annoying, I don't completely mind it. So this event, even though it's just a login event, it looks fine. I don't really care for it that much. And then we got a login event right here, just your same regular 5 limited pools, 5 standard pools, nothing too crazy. Then we got another invite event, which it's just your regular invite event. I definitely got some people I can invite back definitely for the Astrolite, because God knows I'm going to need this for the upcoming Wuthering Waves badges, because besides Augusta and not Augusta, besides definitely can't wait for Chisa and Galabrina. Gonna pull them in their weapon as well, so definitely gonna need those Astrolites. And then for the quality of life updates that they showed, I think this patch might have the best QOL updates in all of WoWa history. It's up there with 2.3. So what's going to be added is that they're going to be adding a new weapon gallery system. Similar to how you can view all the characters in the game, they're going to be adding it to where you can view all the weapons in the game, all the 5 stars, all the 4-star weapons. Even if you don't own them, you're going to be able to view them. And I'm glad that this is being added. Oh, they're also being shown up with the skins too. I'm glad this is going to be added, because I think this should have been in the game since launch, because I found it kind of weird how the 5-star weapons, you were never able to view them in this game, but if you go to other gacha games like ZZZ or HSR, you're able to view them in there. So I think the fact that WoWa didn't have a 5-star weapon viewer for the longest time was kind of crazy to me, and I think the fact that they're just adding this now is kind of wild, but I mean, hey, at least we're getting it. Next up, they're reworking the whole claim system with the achievements, with the data banks. They're reworking all of this. So as you can see right here, they're reworking it. So instead of individually having to press claim on all the missions right here, they're gonna make it to where if you just press claim on any of the rewards, you're just gonna get all of them at once instead of having to individually click them. And I'm personally glad this is coming, because it was very annoying having to go from like one just to click on one achievement to the next achievement instead of just having you just click one button and then boom, you get all at once. I'm glad this is being added, because it was very annoying to just to click all the other individual missions. And then next up, they're just more also for Elusive Realm, they're changing it as well to where, again, just a single button click. And I'm glad for this one too, because claiming after you do the Elusive Realm and just having to claim each individual reward, that was just stupid in my opinion. So again, this quality of life change where you're able to claim all the rewards just with one click, W change. And then next up, they're just adding more graphical improvements, which the frame rate on the right actually surprised me, because they shown during this, WoWa hit 500 FPS. Like, look at this, 560 FPS. Like what is this? Like 340 by itself was crazy, but 540 FPS. Like, look at this. What the hell? Like, I didn't even know that it was, well, it didn't hit 560, but 553 FPS is definitely insane though. I didn't even know WoWa had the potential to do this, but I mean, hey, for the people who like playing on high ass frame rates, this is a win for them. And I know I'm definitely not gonna try this, because if I try this, my PC would probably heat up really fast. So I don't think I'm gonna try this, but I mean, hey, for the people who can handle 500 FPS, that's all you. And then they're reworking the login screen to where you can just, instead of clicking with your mouse, you can just press with a space bar. I didn't really mind that. This change was kind of questionable to me, because I didn't really mind clicking. The only problem that I have with the login screen is I don't know if it's just me, but whenever you boot up WUA, the login screen just freezes sometimes, and how when you just spam click, your character just doesn't load until like 5-10 seconds later. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but that's one thing I do wish that they would have fixed, just make the login screen more responsive and just load faster instead of me just having to spam click it. They just make it where it's just one click and then boom, you load in. But again, I don't know if that's just a me thing or if that affects everyone, but either way, I do wish they would have fixed that issue. And then next up, I think this might be my favorite quality of life change for the update. Not only are they adding 2 new floors for the hazard tower, well, the middle tower, they're making it to where if you clear the towers on both the right and the left side, you can skip the first 2 levels. And same for Whimpering Waste as well. They're making it where you can skip, if you clear Whimpering Waste with a high enough score, you're going to be able to clear just levels 7 through 8. I'm not sure about 9, 10, 11, but you're going to be able to skip levels in both Whimpering Waste and in the TOA. And I am so glad this is being added because other gacha games have already had this feature for a while. And again, the fact that WUA didn't have this on launch is... Well, okay, I'll give them some slack on launch because Wuthering Waves launch was kind of a mess, but the fact that this wasn't implemented earlier was kind of crazy. Like, I'm so glad now that finally that instead of just having to do the first 2 levels in the TOA for the boat, for just any of the towers, I'm glad that they're just able to be skipped now so I don't have to waste energy on any of my characters in the TOA because we know how precious energy is in the TOA. So I am so glad that this is being added and implemented because this is a game changer. I'm telling you, this really is a game changer. I really can't wait for it. I used to pray for this feature to be added, and now it's finally being added. It's coming. Floor skip within WEWA and the TOA. Amazing, man. I can't ask for more. Oh no, actually I can ask for more. The only thing I do want to be added now is just Chisa and Galabrina, but that's really it. And then for the TOA, I think that, no, for not TOA though, QOL, I think that's just about it. Oh wait, no, there's one more thing I forgot. Well, a couple more things actually. They're reworking the chest tool system. They're making the radius bigger. And not only that, they're making it to where you can fly in the other regions, both in Jinsho and the Black Shores. As you can see right here, they're going to say that the glider will be available in both Jinsho and the Black Shores. And I am so happy for this because I'm not going to lie. When you get the glider in Renacida and then you go to Jinsho and the Black Shores, playing in the Black Shores and in Jinsho and you're not able to use the glider, that straight up sucks, honestly. It's kind of just boring to play. It just feels like hell to just explore. And also, not only that, they're finally adding a super jump for the glider, which this should have been added earlier. Like, I'm so glad that if you have the glider equipped, your rover will just do a super jump, and then you just start flying. So now you don't need to run up a building or, like, run up a surface just to get some height so you can activate it. Now a rover will just do a super jump and just start flying. So I am so glad for this because this makes flying honestly a whole lot easier instead. It just saves time. So overall, I am really glad for these quality of life changes. These changes are amazing and they potentially could be the best that WUBA has ever seen. And then on September 17th, we're getting a free 10 pool and a free weapon pool just cuz. So in this patch alone, we're getting 15 limited pools and 10 weapon pools. I don't know why, but all I can say is W. I don't really think it's that crazy. Actually, no, cap. No, I do think this is kind of crazy because there's really no special occasion. So I'm glad for this. Gives me more of a chance to pull for Yuno and her weapon. And if I end up pulling both, overall, it gives me more just to say for Galabrina and Chisa. And I think, yeah, that's just about it for Wuthering Waves. Wait, that's not all. I forgot there's one more thing, and I found this to be kind of crazy. Let me see if I can find it real quick. They showed a teaser for the next update, and look at this. This looks amazing, I'm telling you. Hey, look at this.
It's been a while, Rinasita.
They showed the goat, Galabrina. They showed the goat.
We hunt this time.
Look at this. Look at this.
Pray, do we hunt this time?
Look at it. Like, I knew Galabrina from the start. From her design, she looked cool, and I already know that once she actually got revealed, she was gonna look dope, and that was correct. She got the double wings, which looks cool. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Nero's Devil Trigger, honestly. Like, her whole character design reminds me of Nero. I know I can't be the only one that sees the similarities between Galabrina and Nero from Devil May Cry because their characters look very similar, especially with the wings right here. Because these wings, like, let's be real here, these wings look like the wings on Nero's Devil Trigger from DMC5. So 2.7, from what we've seen so far of it, looks amazing. Actually, no, it does look amazing. Galabrina, though, definitely pulling for her. I can say that for a fact. Definitely pulling for her and her weapon. So overall, WUWA 2.6 might be the new best patch. But then again, we're gonna wait and see how it feels. I wanna test the update when it does drop and see how it compares to 2.3 because as of right now, I have very high expectations for this update and I'm hoping that they deliver. I'm praying that they deliver. So I personally can't wait for this update to come out. It sucks though that it sucks the update's not coming out for another week and a half, which means we gotta endure 2.5 for the rest of this week. week and a half. And it sucks because 2.5 is honestly, it's been a very boring patch. Like, let's be real here, 2.5 has been a boring patch. So overall, Ubo 2.6, can't wait. I really can't wait for to see these massive quality of life changes as well. Gonna be amazing, I'm telling you. And with that, thank you for watching this video. And if you did enjoy the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.